Big news in the e-commerce industry. Trump just announced the new tariffs from products that are being shipped from China to the United States. This issue is worldwide and is very important to understand how it actually works and how you can avoid trouble for your e-commerce business if you are doing business in the United States. My name is Robin. I've been active in the e-commerce industry since early 2019, whereas I'm also the owner of a Google Ads agency with more than 40 Google Ads clients right now. A bunch of clients were actually selling in the United States until they found out that the new tariffs were implemented. Actually, the tariffs changed from 20 up to 54%, and there are even rumors that they go to 104% of the buying price from your goods that you're actually shipping from China towards the United States. So what does it actually mean? For example, if you buy a product for 10 euros as a low ticket e-commerce store or dropshipper, you pay, for example, 10 euros or $10 in China, you need to add this tariffs on top of your buying price. So suddenly the 10 euros for the buying price for the Chinese factory of fulfillment becomes suddenly 20 because you need to double this increase buying price from the products. So this means that your profit will be cut enormously if you don't raise your price. But we as e-commerce professionals, we also know that we cannot increase the price the same way as the buying price increases right now that we have to do due to new tariffs, right? So we need to consider if United States is actually the best market to do e-commerce and dropshipping as of right now. Because if you minimize the amount of profit, there might be not enough to spend money on other platforms like social media, Instagram, Meta, or even Google Ads as we are doing as an agency. So most likely you need to consider if it even makes sense to go live in the United States if you're considering it in the first place, and if you go live in the United States, if you want to stay there or you want to transition. Because before we could benefit from the minimus rule, and that was basically a duty-free rule from products from China to the United States to actually support the trade. But as of right now, with the new tariffs from 55%, as we are talking about right now, up to 104%. Like, these are rumors. We don't know 100% how it will be implemented, but it's a game changer if you're active in the e-commerce industry right now. So what you also need to take in consideration is the time it now takes from products from China towards the United States, and also the customs, because they need to declare the papers, they need to check everything, and they need to do it for millions and millions of packages. So there is a very high chance that they want to earn this tariffs from you. Of course, they hold back the package from your client, whereas the client is waiting and waiting for their package to arrive. So it's not only that you need to take in consideration the processing time and the shipping time from China to the United States. No, you need to add a bunch of time in this shipping period for the customs to declare all packages and check everything and get the tariffs from you actually. So you need to take in consideration if it's actually still a good deal for you as an e-commerce store owner and for the client who is buying from you, with in consideration the shipping time and the customs time. Because, for example, if the shipping time was around 7 to 10 days to the United States, we don't even know how much is going to increase with the extra time of the customs and who is going to pay the tariffs. Most likely it's going to be you, so you get an invoice and it will be all delayed with the process and new systems. And because it's an entire new rule, it needs to be grounded and laid out right now and tested how it's actually handled with millions of packages. So therefore this is a very important update, and I wanted to make this video because many of our Google Ads clients are honestly transitioning from the United States back to Europe or the United Kingdom. Like, the Europe is very interesting right now because people have the same buying power. The euro is much stronger compared to the dollar, compared to the currency exchange right now. So it's very important to pick a market where these tariffs will not slow down the whole process and potentially eat all the profits you're making for your e-commerce store. So the popular countries right now are Netherlands, Belgium, United Kingdom, Poland, and Germany. Like, these, I would say, are the 5 top countries in Europe right now. So these are very good to transition if you were active in the United States and go towards the UK or European Union. And right now there has been a best time of our life for e-commerce actually, because you can simply use use AI to translate everything on your website. You can change the currency prices quite easily if you're active on Shopify or on WooCommerce. So right now there's been a never easier time to transition in case of this kind of updates, right? So I wanted to clarify this for you so you understand what kind of impact it has if you are selling in the United States right now when it comes down to dropshipping or fulfillment with products that you're shipping from China, and what you need to take in consideration to get not harmed from this kind of new Trump announcements. And also one thing what I always advise my clients and what I'm going to do myself is pay the supplier in euros. Because of Trump new announcements like this, the dollar is actually at the lowest amount in a long time. So therefore it makes sense to agree with the supplier to actually pay the price what they need for the fulfillment of the products in euros. So you don't have a dollar that is fluctuating and making it hard and potentially even eat your profit if it goes up and down, right? So what I always advise for the Google Ads clients that we run ads for, as well as for my own e-commerce websites, we always gonna pay the supplier in euros from now on until the crazy times with Trump and all these new tariffs and things are being settled down and we have more clarity of what it means for us as e-commerce store owners. To keep the video as short and effective as possible for you, I've minimized the important information and only present that to you in this video. But if you want more information on how you could potentially deal with this kind of issues in your e-commerce business, make sure to click the link in the description where I go over my full article with even more information and the latest updates about this topic. So if you want to have the latest updates about the tariffs and how you can handle them successfully with your e-commerce business, make sure to click the link in the description and get all the information up to date from how we handle things for our own e-commerce website for our clients and what has been proven to work in the market. And if you already checked the information from the link in the description, make sure to watch the recommendation video after this where I explain more about my Google Ads strategy, how you can go and launch into multiple European countries or in the United Kingdom if you want to sell and transition from the United States into the best markets right now. My name was Robin, thank you for watching this video and I see you on the winning side.